Hey, we're
Hello.
back. We are back. Everyone's been waiting for this moment. Okay. Where are our girls? Last week they were like, where are they? Okay. It's
Yep.
been a week since we've had an ep drop. What is going on?
The
Right?
re the readers are clamoring for it.
I know.
Our DMs, they're asking for it. Where did they go? We had, like, a couple of clips and then they dropped.
And then they just disappeared. What happened to our girls?
And you know how we don't disappear?
Hmm,
Make us more famous, you know? Keep
100%.
on clicking. Keep
Yeah,
on engaging,
that's
because then
it.
we can quit our day jobs.
Like, that is truly why we are back. We are back because we have had just the most torturous, monstrous, beastly week of our lives, and we are in the pits of despair, frankly, and we just we need a reason to get up in the morning, and this is it. Like, we have to make this happen. This has to succeed.
Yeah, because our day-to-day is filled with the garbage men, and we're waking up for the ladies. We need the ladies.
Oh my God, it really has been so treacherous. But everyone, readers, welcome back to Mention It All, your ladies, best lady friends, presenting a pod from the ladies to the ladies, from New York to Melbourne. Here we talk about all things current, zeitgeisty, what's happening with our Bravo friends, what we're watching, what's going on in our algos, our lives, just all the things, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, catch us up. Like, what's happening in your life these days? Like, what's hitting the algo? What's been going on?
I mean, it's been I'm trying to think, like, okay, here's something. When I was leaving New York and when I would say, the last, like, 2 years of living in New York and was pregnant and then had the baby and I was, like, breastfeeding, whatever. I felt and also I knew that we were probably gonna be coming back to Australia. So I sort of had one foot out socially, and I just wasn't really, I don't know, probably just, like, not making a whole lot of effort to get to know new people and whatever. I would say in the last, like, week, I have socialized more than I have socialized in 2 years. The
What?
way that, like, yeah, not even people, like, I don't necessarily not know, but there's something about, like, we have this new house. I'll be like, "Oh, come over," like, "Come over for a coffee." People come over and they don't fucking leave. They stay for, like, 4 hours, okay? So I'd say it's Lloyd's friend or whatever. He says, "Oh, my friend is coming over for a coffee at 11." So you think, "Okay, great. They'll come over at 11, they'll have a coffee, they'll leave by 12:30." These people, like, stay until 2.
There
It
was.
happened on Saturday, it happened on Sunday. We had someone come over at 8 o'clock on Monday night, and they weren't here for very long, but still, like, I don't socialize on a school night. Then my brother just randomly came over and stayed last night. It's
What?
all lovely stuff, but it's just, who am I? Like, who I'm this person. I am an insular person. I don't wanna see people, I wanna scroll, I wanna watch my ladies, and just all these people just hanging out for hours and hours in our house, shooting
Here I
shit.
was, like, I was hearing you talk about this, and I was like, "I don't know who you are anymore." Like, I don't
Oh,
and
no.
you grounded yourself and being like, "They don't fucking leave." Like,
Leave. They don't leave.
making
And it's lovely, like, I love to converse, it's amazing, the art of conversation is fabulous, it really is. I've forgotten what it's like to converse outside of this pod.
totally.
But the art of conversation is fun, you get to know people, it's interesting, it's much more interesting than the algorithm, it's much more interesting than things you're watching, there's something very engaging about it. At the same time, my social battery is flat. I need to lay in bed and scroll for a while just to recharge, just to plug in and just I don't know, it's crazy. And I'm the kind of person that so on Monday night, basically, Lloyd had his friend come over to help move a couch because we got a couch delivered and we have this other couch and we're going to put it upstairs. And he was like, "Oh, such and such is coming around at 5 after work to move the couch." And I was like, "Cool, no worries." He gets a message like, "Oh, I won't be there till 7." Okay, I'm like, "Okay, fine. Like, the kids will be in bed, whatever." "Oh, he's not coming around till 8 now." I'm like, "8? I go to bed at 8." And I
That's
cannot tell you what, and his girlfriend is coming. They're coming at 8. The girlfriend is coming. They're never gonna leave. It's a school night for me. I need to go to bed at 8 because I have to get up early. And the other thing about me is even if they were here half an hour, it takes me hours to wind down from that. I'm just like, it's going and the conversation was about nothing. It was about something else we should chat about, but just about, like, adopting pets and just, like, pretty banal stuff. There's nothing about the conversation that I'm, like, ruminating about, but it just is going around in my brain, and I need before sleep, I can't have any conversation. I need to just be, like, dulling down the stimulation of my brain. And so on Monday night, they were here for 5 minutes talking about nothing, but I was up for hours. I couldn't sleep. And I said to Lloyd, I cannot converse after 8 o'clock.
No better. Here's the thing, and, like, 2 things to that. First, like, so proud of you for, like, getting out and socializing, but
Like, I mean, I didn't leave. I didn't leave it. I didn't go anywhere, but they came to me. But yeah.
there was something so important about picking the type of friends that understand that if you're gonna come to a place at 8 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
you're not. Like, you have the self-awareness to be like, "You know what? Didn't work out tonight. This is so late to roll into someone's home, like,
Yeah.
let's try for tomorrow." Like, the self-awareness is critical.
It is.
Honestly, just, like, there is nothing better than a friend who you can scroll in silence with. Like,
Oh,
really
isn't
such a
it so
gem. It's just like you just need I mean, it's good. I am proud of you. Like, you got out to your own home, you socialized.
I did.
Have to turn the picker on. We have to be thoughtful about the picker. 'Cause
I also feel as though I'm breaking my own rules because I'm very much a person that at the start of the year, my New Year's resolution is to say no more. That's
you
every year. I'm like, my resolution for this year, I think it's to say no more. And so for me, I've just broken that resolution for the first year ever, really.
you nailed it last year. You were just like,
Yep.
"I'm not gonna do that." Like, that's a
I
no for me.
Yeah. 2025 was I really nailed my resolution to say no.
But it's a good lesson. Like, I feel like you've taught me that in a really good way that it's just like, you're allowed
Yeah.
to say no to things. Like, you're saying yes to yourself. No is a full sentence.
No is a full sentence is such a powerful one. I really just believe in that in so many ways. Because you find yourself just sort of like, regardless of what it is, if it's a work assignment or if it's, hey, can we meet about something? Can you do something on Saturday? Can you help me do this? Can you help me move this thing? You don't have to say why. You can just say no. Just like,
Well,
it's going to work for me, period. End of sentence. You don't have to explain why.
yeah. And, like, the real ones get it. It's good to build a net out,
Yeah.
but I think we gotta whittle down the quality from the quantity. Like,
I know better. I really do. And then, so it's my ninth wedding anniversary today. Actually, I should probably say that to my husband, like, happy
happy
anniversary.
anniversary.
Yeah, we've been married for 9 years today. And so we're going out to dinner tonight. We have one of our friends is coming over to babysit.
Well, that's nice though. But, like, your husband doesn't require the same, like, mental energy as, like, net
Yeah.
new people.
And my parents just, God,
Like, you've really overscheduled. You know better. This
I know.
became a journey of, like, you're really putting yourself out there, and I'm feeling like you need to pull back.
I
Like,
do, I do need to.
I think it's great. I think it's great to socialize,
Yeah.
but I think that you will
Yeah.
hate yourself for it. Like, you
I
gotta put
I need to schedule in just some days in bed where there's just like no interruptions. Even this is such a weird thing, but it'll just be someone's coming over to mow the lawns, for example. If I'm like, okay, someone's going to come over and mow the lawns, that is an interruption of I have to get out of bed for that, because I
yeah.
do this and then I get in bed. And so if there's someone coming to mow the lawn at 2 p.m. today, I have to get out of bed for that. That's not an unbroken day in bed. I need a full unbroken day of laying down, watching the ladies, and scrolling. That needs to be like, I need 6 unbroken hours of that. And that feels impossible right now. And I'm spiraling. It's unmanageable.
We need to, like, part of our mission on this pod, I think, is what we need to do is rebrand words like lazy, self-care. Because I just feel like my brother-in-law asks me this all the time, where he's like, "Come and hang out with me and the kids and hang out with
Yeah.
us more." And I'm always just like, I Sunday from, like, 12:30, maybe
Yeah.
1 o'clock to
Yeah.
5. That's a blackout for me. That's blacked out in my mind
Has to be.
because I need optimized time of scrolling. I need
Yeah.
to know that there's dead space planned out. And he's like, "But what do you do?" Like,
Headspace is so, so necessary.
yes, it's like, "We're not," and everyone's just like, but it's like lazy, and it's like, "No,
Same
I'm
for
waking up on Monday because I've dead spaced on Sunday." And people aren't talking about that enough. Like, it's not important enough. Everyone's like, "You're lazy." And it's like, "No, that 4 hours I spent
Just
on."
mentality. It's the to-do list of like, I've got this list, I've got to get through it, I've got to do this, I've got to like call this, schedule an appointment, da, da, da. And it's just like all of that stuff. We're doing too much. We need to do less.
You heard it
It's
here.
not
We
right.
need to do less. I know that, like, women run the world and whatever, but it's like, I think that we can do less and
Mm,
still be doing more than
yeah.
everybody else does. Like,
Absolutely.
I
It's really
just
knowing yourself, isn't it? It's being kind of conscious of not the whole extrovert, introvert thing. I think that's helpful. But I think you just have to know what fills your cup, like what recharges you. And if you don't have that, if you can't plug yourself in and get whatever that is per week, it just like you can't survive. Like Margot, my 6-year old, her plug in is other people. Like she is probably the opposite to me in that way. When I say like, "Oh, I've got somebody coming over at 8 to, like, move a couch," she's like, "Who?"
shine is
"No, it's just some guy that's friends with, like, Lloyd from university, like, whatever." But I haven't met them. And she just immediately she goes from like, "Who? When? What time?" And it's just like 8 o'clock after your bedtime. But you put her down and she's kind of like, she's at the top of the stairs, like, yeah, she just feeds off people. And so all of this sort of socializing, while it's diminished my battery life, is thriving more than ever. She loves the people, even adult people. It's just, she doesn't even know what we're talking about. We're talking about some garbage, but she's feeding off it in such a way that's so interesting.
people are born that way. Like, I really believe, like, you're either born to be fed by people or they drain you. Like,
Yes.
it really is you just have to know yourself. Like, it is incredible.
I know.
And it is honestly, aside from your daughter, like, I don't know that I know a ton of people who lights up upon socialization. Like, it's such a special skill. Like,
Yeah. It's hard to know because we live in such a remote world now that you don't even really know those people that seek it out. I think it's probably people that are like salespeople or, people that travel for work or there's just sort of there's a group of people that really, it's the people that socialize, honestly. It's just the people that are like, oh, what's that? Tom, our friend Tom is someone who like, that is their battery. They have plans every single night of the week. I'm exhausted.
I make one plan a week and I'm like, that's the week. Like, and I have actual anxiety that I am not going to plan enough dead time. Despite
Yeah.
having like so many hours and hours and hours to myself, like I don't have kids. Like, there's no reason for me to have this fear that I'm not going to have enough time on myself. Last week was absolute death. You had 2 days of like full day meetings. I just had one. I was traveling with my family the whole week.
Yeah.
And so there wasn't 1 minute where I
Yeah.
could just be like, "I need no one to talk to me and I need to scroll." And
She's
no
not
one
well she's not well
answered.
going into the week, like, she doesn't survive.
I
Tell
should
me
have
about
known.
your week, what's been going on? Tell me about what were your things from the week? The fam of it all. Any nuggets you wish to share to the readers?
I mean, here's the thing. It is lovely to have family that you can still spend time with. Let's say that. What
Good.
a love gift.
That's where we start, okay? That's where we start.
It's a lovely gift. Not everyone's got it.
Yeah.
As an adult, these are not personalities that I can spend time with. Every day, I just am like, this is hard. You don't understand. And like, I'm not traveling with a, 1-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old and the
Yeah.
chaos of children and the mania of that.
Yeah.
But I still need like something. I actually had never really noticed this about like my dad in particular until my
Mhm.
brother-in-law joined the family and was like, this is a weird thing. But
Yeah.
I think, like, as a lovely protection, my parents really like to know your, like, logistics,
Mm.
your day-to-day living. So, like, you will wake up in the morning and they're like, "What time are you showering? When have you brushed your teeth? What's the plan? Are you going for a walk?"
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah, and it's not because they, like, think you smell or they need you to shower. It's like it's not coming from a place of judgment. It just literally is like it brings them comfort to know what movements you're making. It's it's sweet if it's not you, but it's like you wake up and I wake up and I scroll,
Um, yeah.
and I like my peace, and I
Put
wake
that
up.
on the itinerary. 6 a.m. to 7, scroll.
Well, I have to keep up with the ladies. I have to know what's going on. I have to
It's
start my
not
day.
wrong, we are paid content creators, okay? Not paid yet, but influencers, content creators, it's a full-time job, okay? Read about it.
I can't be asked, "What time do you think you're gonna shower? What are you gonna eat for dinner?" And they're big meals people. They need to
Oh,
know. And so I
let's
just
put a
the meals of it
speed.
all. And so it just is like it's just is a lot of logistic. It was like, I'm looking at whether or not Alex Earl and all this bullshit with the Alexes. I'm checking in on the Alexes. I don't need to tell you that I haven't thought about what time my shower will come yet. We don't know. We don't know what the day will bring yet. And I don't have to know because I
Oh,
don't have to plan for children. I don't have all I have to do is at some point answer
yeah,
my emails and
yeah,
answer my stupid Slack
yeah,
messages.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
but it was lovely. It's fine.
So I have that with my parents, but it's like it's very centric around like food.
Mhm.
My parents will wake up in the morning and they'll be like, it'll be 9 a.m. They're like, "What are we doing for dinner?" It's 9 a.m. I haven't had breakfast yet. Why am I thinking about dinner? Oh, should we get that lamb out of the freezer, defrost it? And it's like, what are your movements for dinner? Will you be around for dinner? If not, it's very
Yes.
much an affront. If you're not around for dinner, if you happen to decide you haven't been in Perth for 5 years and you'd like to try the latest restaurant that's opened, what an affront. Forget about it. How dare you? How dare you? That's very much the vibe. It's, oh my God, the
And this
meal,
is
everything is
a
the
nice
meal.
teaser for our upcoming vlog that will happen in August, is that we're gonna be in Perth, and we're gonna be traveling and
Oh,
document it all. We're gonna get your mom on the pod because we
you're
have to get the ladies in the room,
Oh
and
my
we
God,
need
you're
that
gonna
stuff
see it
together.
IRL. Oh, you're in for it. You're really gonna understand me in such a way, in such a deep way once you see that dynamic. I hope you're ready to just like counsel me and be my therapist on the road. Even just 2 days, 48 hours it will send me, it will trigger me, it will send me over the edge.
And that's what the gals are about. And if you're not getting generational trauma from your mother, you're not doing it right. Like, I just the most complex relationship that I have is that woman, and it's the healthiest because of the complexity.
So fascinating.
Yeah. I've done the most work on my
Uh,
relationship with her than anyone else in my life ever. Like,
like outside of her, like as in you've done a lot of work independently of like she doesn't know that you're talking about her and you're like, but it exists outside of her, or it's like both directly like talking
just
about it.
I think we just hit like like now we're just having therapy session, but
Yeah.
we thought like when I was growing up and I was an adolescent and teenager, like
Right.
hell had no fury. Like we were screaming at each other. We could not get along. There was like a
Oh,
6 month period where we didn't speak. Like I was a senior in high
how long?
school. Just
6 months.
yeah. I mean, living under the same roof. I would just come down for dinner. We would sit in silence. She would turn on Jeopardy. We would watch the half hour of Jeopardy. I would go back to my room and I would close the door.
What
It was
sparked that?
we just hit a point. We just could not first of all, I was terrible, and we just couldn't communicate. We just
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
yeah, she's so emotions based.
Right.
So everything is an emotion. I'm so practical based.
Yep.
Everything is, like, pragmatic. But yeah, I just think that, like, all good women
Yeah.
what a generalization, but, like, all my favorite ladies, all the people that I have closest female relationships with have had that with their
Yes.
mom,
For
where it's
sure.
like, we're gonna spend a day with my mom, prepare to be my counselor the next day, like,
Absolutely.
am I gonna feel bad? Have I eaten the right things? Have I said the right things? Have
Is
I what landmine have I stepped into? Like,
is it a generation? Is it our parents' generation? Because are we just gonna be the same with our kids? Like, is my daughters, are they gonna turn around to me and be like, "Oh, this bitch, the baggage of her and the this and the untreated whatever." It's like, is this all just gonna probably
Right.
probably. Oh god.
I honestly, like, I think it stems from the pressure of, like, women to perform in a particular way. Like, there's so much
Yeah,
pressure on women to, like, show up to work and be the best and show up to being a
yeah,
mom and be the best. And it's just like puts this pressure on these relationships to feel a certain way and be a certain way and do it's
yeah.
like, yeah. It's like
It's a
people
lot.
don't feel that way about like their dads or like brother, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I love it. This
It's
is
so
why you have given me the crown of like being able to read a person to filth. It's like this stuff. It's like you have to psychoanalyze your own relationships. You have to look at the people around you. You have to
absolutely.
have a crazy mom. You have to have been sent to therapy at some point in your life. Like,
I
yeah.
think that having lived so far away from my mum for many, many years now, so I basically moved from Perth when I was 24. And so I haven't lived in the same city as my mother for like 14, 15 years. And so I have never really confronted that. I think when you're in your 20s and you're a teenager, it's sort of like it's hard to disentangle what is just being an adolescent or being a young person and whether it's you or if it's them or if it's both of you together. And so and also you're not really thinking about it because you're so selfish. It's such a selfish period of just me, what I want to do. And then when you're in your 30s, you're kind of, and I wasn't there. I didn't, mid 20s to all of my 30s, haven't really been really, I've probably spent maybe a month with my mother across 15 years in person. And I've just never really confronted it. And so when I go back in that situation, like Christmas was kind of like that. I was just like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? It was, and I just haven't, it's just something I just haven't confronted. And so, anyway,
'Cause you almost missed the years that I feel like a lot of women have to confront this stuff and have to, like, deal.
probably,
And then
probably,
there's
yeah.
the whole brand of, like, the Jewish mother, Like, it is and she's not, like, so stereotypical, but yeah, it's a whole brand of, like, the helicopter,
Yeah.
overbearing Jewish mom that needs to know all the things and whatever. It's like, it's a brand. Oh my gosh, yeah. So
Okay.
we'll confront it on the vlog, like, things to look forward to. I'm
Gosh,
gonna be in Australia. We're not bicontinental, and we're gonna vlog the whole thing, like,
it'll be so
all
fun.
the leaders.
I can't wait. There's gonna be so many things, so many thought bubbles. It's gonna be amazing. What else happened? Like, we haven't really gotten into the dating of it all. So I really want to go there with you. Like, any diabolical dating stories you could share with the listeners, readers, listeners.
Okay, so here's one, I haven't told you about this.
Oh my
This
God,
is
I'm excited.
not amazing, but I have, like, first of all, I have one just, like, little small quip, but I will ask your opinion on, but the larger one is that I went on a date last week.
Wait, in Florida?
No, no, last
On
weekend,
the
last
weekend.
Saturday, on the weekend. And this is how you know that, there really are no men left in New York. Like, the barrel is empty. So when I date with somebody, we matched on some bullshit app,
Yes.
and we did acknowledge both of us looked familiar to each other. We did
Okay.
acknowledge that a couple of years ago, we had gone on a first date before. We were like, "Oh,
Really?
we met before." And I was like, "Yeah, we have, right? Go out again. Like, what happened? Like, why?" Yeah. So we met up
Yeah.
and we had a second first date. We were like talking about our first date,
Okay, so you only had one date last time.
one date years
Okay.
ago. And I guess he had remembered that we had like walked through Central Park, just like got a coffee walk through Central Park.
Nice. Karate guy, is it?
What? No, not the karate.
No, no, that's when we were walking through Central Park and you were telling me about a date you went on with someone that did karate and you were like, "New ick unlocked." I don't like
Yeah.
people that like karate.
Karate, primarily like martial arts.
Much
Eh, No, it's a no for me.
so niche, I love it.
But so we went on this date. We instead of walking to Central Park, we just got coffee and walked through Riverside Park. Very
Lovely. Yep,
um,
doing our
and
30s now.
we were like, we were just like so funny. Like we were getting along. We were like, this is so bizarre. Like, why didn't we have a second date? And I was like, I really don't remember. He was like, we were talking about what we had done in the interim of these last couple of years. Like he had dated somebody, and I was like, "You're from like Texas, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, good memory." It's just like so
What?
I think he was, like, in residency at the time, now he's, like, a doctor. Like, it was just, like, so many years had passed catching up with an old friend I went on one date with 3 years ago.
Wow,
Good
that's
story,
so
this is
cool.
great. Love, great, so positive.
Yeah.
So we exchanged numbers, and here's the lesson for you ladies. Delete old text messages. Have a retention policy on your because we exchanged numbers. There was a history that neither of us remembered. It was just like we had first of all, a lot of what we had talked about, we had already talked about, which is very upsetting. We talked about like, we had like a stupid little quip about like red flags or like being competitive or something. And it was in our text messages. So it was like we had the same first kind of like cute, flirty conversation already.
Oh my God.
And then it was like right around the time that I had gotten Maggie. And, she got like my dog, she like got very sick. And so we had
Mhm.
planned for a second date. And then I was like, oh, I just adopted this dog. She's very sick at the moment. Like, I think I'm going to have to cancel.
Yeah.
He had sent me this whole long message, basically like berating me about like, how dare you cancel? No, no, no. I think I told you about that at the time,
Weird. Like, this is not that long ago.
over 2 years ago.
Oh, time.
I
Time.
know.
That's
And so
crazy.
we both exchanged numbers. We both got the log history, and like probably both have the same reaction of like,
Ooh.
yikes, not good. And he messaged me basically being like, oof, like looking through our old chats, like I think we call it, like don't like what I'm seeing. And I was like, totally
Oh my
great
God.
for the second time, just based on like chat history that
Wow.
neither of us had remembered. And I was just like,
It goes to show you are who you really are. So the way that
100
you just show up to a conversation 2 years later and you have the exact same conversations, the exact same anecdotes, you have no recall of it. It's like you haven't evolved beyond that anecdote or beyond that banter with this person. Whatever it is about that dynamic just dredges up the exact same reaction.
crazy.
Yeah.
And the only nugget that was interesting was, like, apparently which I was just like, very weirded out about, which was like
Yeah.
a small ick was he had dated somebody in the interim of these last 2 years, and he was like, "We actually broke up because we, like, were, like, sexually very incompatible," and I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
Yeah, she was, like, really into the, like, sex club party community of New York City, and I was like, "Well, we know, like, we have a friend who's
wow.
in the community," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess it's, like, it's quite the community," and he was like, "Yeah, like, wasn't for
Was it you?
me." So I was just like, weird to bring up on a I know it was a second first date, but weird to
But
bring up.
also, you were in fact dating her for a while,
Right. So,
so
like,
you were in that community.
yeah. And so we've hit the bottom of the barrel. Like,
Yeah.
the well
Yep.
is we're now redating the same people that we've already said no to.
It reminds me of when you're watching an episode of something and you're like, "I feel like I've seen this before, but I don't know if I've seen it before until it's like I'm halfway through the season, and then I have seen this before."
So the women of New York, we're
Yeah.
stalemate. Like, we're just recycling at this point.
What do we do? How do we shake it up? I mean, there's the same people on the same apps doing the same old things, having the same dates and conversations 2 years down the track. What do
We
we do it differently? Honestly, that is the answer. Like,
there's no and, like, there are other pods that are doing it better than us that are talking about the dating
yeah.
and the nonsense and the bullshit, but, like, it's done. Like, the pool is dry, the people are done.
I think that's right. And I think that, like, if you don't find anything charming about your local population of eligible men, you need to move to a different population of eligible men because the same things that could be an ick for me because I grew up with these people, I went to school with them, could be just the most beautiful or charming thing that you've ever seen in your life,
Really?
especially if you love maths. You know, if you're watching maths and you're like, guy's funny, that plumber, oh my God, from Queensland. Can't get enough of his humor. I will be icked out by that, but you will love it.
There's a possibility. This
And
is
I
the
think that's great. And I think
like, people can physically move continents, but also, like, people need to be investing in apps where you can just, like, why
just
can't I just, like,
remotely.
be in Australia? Why can't I just, like, be somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm working remotely. I'm remote. It's not hybrid. It's not on site. It's remote. I'm dating remotely.
Yeah,
That's a great idea. Because
I
if
heard
you
it here first.
have a good conversation with someone remotely, like we're having right now, we're remote. Who's to say we
Totally,
maintain a good relationship? Why can't you date
absolutely.
someone remotely? And then if it works out, one of you moves.
Get on a plane.
Get
Like,
on a
never leave.
plane. It's not deep at all. It really isn't.
Yeah.
You know, one of the guys that came over this week, I knew him 8 years ago, and he was kind of just like a nerdy guy, loves dogs, like real like dog pet guy, real nerdy, sort of just the sort of sweetheart that you'd meet and you'd just be like, "Oh, there's a soulmate out there for him somewhere." But in his 20s, he's going to have a hard time finding that person because people are so superficial. And so I remember just kind of knowing him 8, 10 years ago and just being like, what a sweetheart, what a good guy, so nice to me, so loyal to like us as a couple, just a really good person. But in your superficial 20s, I was just like, he's not going to find what he's looking for in his 20s. And he's just found a girl. So that's the girlfriend that came over. And I was like, oh, the fucking girlfriend. It's going to be some like weird. She was lovely. She was just like this normal gal. They met in his building. She has an apartment in his building. He has an apartment in the building. They met walking their dogs. They're both like obsessed, like dog people that rescue dogs. And they like bonded over that. They had some weird things happening in their building with like someone like had a heart attack in the elevator, like dropped out of the elevator and people were like waiting for the elevator. And this person like had a heart attack and dropped out. And so they had all these like points of funny, not funny, it's not funny that someone died, but they had all these points of similarity to kind of connect on. And so they'd see each other walking the dog. And these are not two people that are like their eyes met across the room, but they're walking their dog and they just were like, oh, what's your dog? And they just connected over and they're just so cute together. And she sees this beautiful side to him that in your 20s you'd be superficial and not really value. And I don't know, it just is. I love when you see like two misfits kind of find each other. And that's kind of what it was. And I'm so happy for him. It's just really sweet.
That's
And
nice.
so there is hope, but I do think that sometimes you find that soulmate when there is one soulmate for you. You're like, I'm not saying you're a misfit, but just like people have their taste in things, like they have their niches. Like he's obsessed with like rescuing dogs. Like they between the two of them, they have like 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a whatever. It's just that's such a weird thing. Maybe it's not, but it's a niche thing to him that not everyone's gonna like. Some people are gonna have allergies, some people don't like dog hair, but it's just he found his misfit in the weirdest of places. And so it just is so nice when you see that arc. Because I just remember thinking in my 20s, like, he's a nice guy, but like women my age are just gonna be like, but like, what's his job? And like, is he hot? Is he a 10 out of 10? And they just look,
That's nice.
he found a lovely soulmate. It's really sweet.
That's positive.
It is positive. So, you just have to shake it up. You just have to like shake up the snow globe and go like, oh, and see what
What
happens.
not?
Or just carve out like all the time in the world for dead space, you know?
Exactly. It's whatever's important to you. I just think the most annoying thing about the dating content
Yeah.
is like the women who are just like the men are not thinking about this in a way that's like, I need to find a
And it's not
person. I need to
intentional.
do this. And it's like women bending over backwards to just be like, I'm a CEO of a company, but my worth is nothing if I'm just a single person. And it's
Yeah,
just
I
like
know.
so annoying.
I know.
I just am like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And also, this thing of this is such an annoying rhetoric, and it happens when you're not looking.
Oh my God.
And just the way that you have to pretend to be not intentional about wanting to meet someone. The fact that you're just like pretending, but you're not really like underneath the hood of pretending that you don't care, you actually care. It's just it's so fake. It's just like you care because you care. Like you can't be like, oh, just don't care because then they'll find you. It's just such a, so stupid.
All the conversations are like outdated around all of this stuff. Then it's just, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Truly.
oh, this was the other thing that I was going to ask you about. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I don't forget.
Yes.
Um, let's see if I can find it. I got matched with somebody on an app. It's like, is this too much disclosure? Or like, is this the right amount of disclosure?
Right.
Look look at me, such an unprofessional. I'm so unprepared for this right
We'll
now.
have to remove this pause, I'm afraid. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
edit
no.
the shit out of this now because of you.
I don't like I wish I could read the exact same thing. The exact thing. But basically, okay, so it was the little like blurb about the person.
No,
And
pull it
they
up.
okay, I found it.
Okay.
Great. Okay. My bio. Just diagnosed with ALS, but everything still works for now. Get it before it's off the menu.
Get out.
I just
What?
the
Say it again. Repeat.
just diagnosed with ALS, but everything still works for now. Get it before it's off the menu.
I don't even know where to go with that. There's so much to unpack.
So I just was like, number one, thank you for your transparency. That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Because at what point do you, first of all, ALS is devastating. This person is
Yeah.
35. Just getting diagnosed at 35 with ALS is absolutely devastating.
Yeah. Is that the Christina Applegate thing?
Yeah.
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 Very sad.
Well, like, there will be a point where like things are not working and you're off the menu. Like, that's a fact. Maybe not the most delicate way to put it, but like, yeah.
Wow.
So it's like,
No,
at
that's
what point
crazy.
do you tell you're single, you got diagnosed with this disease?
Yeah. I've got coffee coming in. Just
Honestly, seriously, you guys like need like an on-air fucking like something.
no, we don't.
Because I can't tell what's just like you two talking
Yeah, yeah.
versus you
Like an
two.
on-air sign.
Yeah.
Say hello to
You know what? The fact that he thinks we're just chatting means we're doing it right.
exactly. So it's good. I like that. That's funny. We'll clip that. We'll clip that for the audience.
Yeah. Happy anniversary.
Your wife started a podcast. She's gone insane. What
So
were we
that's
saying?
about the ALS.
Get it while it's still on the menu. And so
But it's like, at what point would you
what are we
tell someone?
referencing there? Are we talking about like penile function?
I mean, first, yes, that'll go. And then he'll do.
What would you do in that situation? What would you do differently?
I mean, I did swipe. I swiped to no.
Yeah. Of
That's
course.
what I would do.
No, but if you had ALS and you were like times
Well, that's the
thinking.
thing. I would feel this immense amount of pressure to be like, there's no good time to tell somebody this. Like, because if they start to like me a lot and then I'm like, oh, by the way, I have ALS, I would be pissed.
They can make
Like,
an effort show about that, the age of attraction, but it's the age of ALS. Happy about that. It's fine. Oh my God.
that's the market. That's if you're wondering, I'm in this relationship for a long time now. It's my anniversary. What else is out there?
Yeah.
Stay put. Like,
Yeah.
I know you're going to, but like,
10 toes down on
Go
just
down. Don't
10
come out.
toes down,
It's dangerous.
10 toe down on staying put, okay? Yeah, I like that. You know what? Don't shake up the snow globe. 10 toes down. Like, I like the idea of just being like, the pool is dry. I'm doubling down. I
It's like it's ALS or it's somebody that you hated 2 years ago that you forgot.
grim, you guys. 10 toes down. 10 toe down is it's grim out
Stay
there.
stay tuned for Australia, you know? That's really it.
I really am so excited. What else? What's been happening? What else? Do you want anything like topical we should touch upon?
What are your latest I mean, I have a couple of topical things, but, like, let's
Yeah.
go through them. Like, what are your latest West and Amanda? Let's touch in on some pop culture.
I think I kind of blacked it out a little bit. I think I just have, to me, these people are morons at this point. I don't know where to take it. I see the Yankees thing. I see what she said to him about like, pretend you like me. She's really cringe. She's a real loser. It's just, you know what it is? It's a loser on loser crime.
It really is.
Yeah.
It
Not to
really
quote the toast, we love the toast. It's loser on loser crime. It just, uh, what are you doing? Going out and about and being seen and issuing a statement about I'm going to be outside and then being outside. And it's so funny. You know, the best part is just the meme. Like the commentary on it is way better. Like the commentary has taken on a life of its own and is such great content. So I saw someone being like, someone said something like, Amanda, which NYU bar is Wes taking you to tonight? Just like, and then someone said, Amanda's been out more in the last 2 weeks than she has in the last 7 seasons of something. Like, ugh,
You're just dating another Kyle. You're just dating a Kyle in 10 years.
oh, it's
And
loose.
the way that he must this is the problem with the good guy because I think he has such disdain for her. I think he's so annoyed that he's wrapped up in all of this shit and he wants to walk away from it so badly, but
Yeah,
he knows he cannot be hated
100%.
anymore. Done. He is
Yeah.
done with this shit. He's done with listening to her whine about it and being bullied and
I mean, this whole thing is such an ick for him.
and I
Yeah.
just don't know, like, what is the right support that Sierra wants? Because like the way that I can get this content injected into my blood still, like
Yeah.
I'm never not going to be sat listening to this stuff. I think it's
Oh.
so amazing, so fascinating to watch.
When is the reunion? Like, we need the reunion yesterday. I
They haven't
need the
filmed
reunion. They haven't
it. They haven't.
filmed it.
I don't think they filmed.
How is that possible? Because isn't the season wrapping soon?
Yeah, I wonder if they're waiting for something, like I or like they're negotiating something,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah,
Like I said before, I think Amanda's dad's on, like, he's on set. He's
yeah,
negotiating stuff.
yeah.
Redect
But
his
do we
daughter,
need
who
to,
is
like, step up the anger? Like, do we need to like, best case scenario for them is that people get fatigue by
yeah,
this, and
yeah,
they're like, "You know what? We don't care anymore." Like, whatever.
yeah.
But it's like, should we be keeping up? Like, should we let the fatigue settle in? What does Sierra want?
I think Sierra goes to the reunion and she's just over it. She's just above it and she's over it. She's moved on to like her Netflix special at this point, hosting Love Island. She's moved on. She rises above. I think she barely even acknowledges their existence in the room. I think that's how she goes in. I think the people that are going to be petty and like kind of dredge it all up, and we're here for it. We need them. It's going to be Lindsay. It's going to be Kyle. And I'm so sad for that. Kyle's come out looking real good after this. I'll tell you that. Real good.
Like, we all have to be thankful for Lindsay. She does the Lord's work.
She
Like, she will.
is ready. She's clipboard out. She's really ready for it.
Yeah.
What did I see about Kyle? Oh, that last episode, you watched the last episode where we're kind of watching it with the benefit of hindsight of kind of, her just like Amanda walking up to West when he was kind of canoodling with this lass and she was the girl was like, we're gonna sufflage. And Amanda was she just was so condescending and gross to that girl.
Yep.
It's like, who cares? Like, she's a gal. She's a young 20-year-old gal hooking up with a famous Bravo celebrity, and she's at a party. And what does she care? She's got a surf lodge. The way Amanda was so condescending, just like, who is this loser, this blow in at the summer house party? It's just like, honestly, you're the loser. Joke's on you. That gal, she's blowing off to Surf Lodge. She's on to the next like Bravo celebrity. She's
Yeah.
moved on. You, she is, I don't know. I know we're a pod that supports women, but I need a woman to support herself. I need a woman to believe in herself. I need a woman who doesn't just shape shift into whoever man she is that she's dating and dress the same as them and talk the same as them and just be like go to the NYU bars with them like a loser. It's like, this is the same person who wanted to have babies and move to New Jersey with Kyle. It's like, who are you in this world? Have a sense of self that isn't just shape shifting into a man.
So right.
And
Ugh,
it's not
so
a critique on. It's just I just want women to do better. I want women to be better and to do better. And this is just like a poor example for women. I don't know. I'm really like I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, so disappointed. And I need Sierra to get the Love Island treatment. I need her to do it. To all the readers.
Yeah.
You know what's unacceptable? That Amanda now has 1 million followers and Sierra does not. Like,
What?
yeah. Yeah. Like,
Are you kidding?
yep. Like time to not show
Her
your race.
following his ballooned and Sierra's is just like static.
I mean, hers has gone up. It was like maybe like 8 something. Now it's like 9 something. But like, not good enough, guys. Like,
Did Amanda have more followers before Sierra?
probably.
Yeah, probably because she's been on longer, maybe.
Yeah, still not good enough. I
Yeah.
need like Mia and like
Yeah.
I need people in the room to be like
Yeah.
fired up for Sierra because she'll be too polite.
I think they will. I think Mia will be. I think Lindsay will be. I think they all will rally. And I don't think Sierra will have to do any dirty work. I think she'll sit there looking like the goddess that she is. And it will, all the noise and chaos and just like pettiness will happen around her. And she'll just like, maybe this is her. I think this will be her last season. I think she'll just move on to bigger and better.
I wonder what will
I
happen.
don't know.
I really wonder if like Amanda will try and pitch her and Wes to join the city formally.
Is she not? Is she not on the city?
Wes is not. Sierra's not. No. So I wonder if Sierra stays in Summer House and like Amanda
Maybe.
gets moved to the city.
Amanda's going to be off our TVs, frankly. Like, the rage baiting of it has me tuning in every week to watch her just like be gross and condescending to other women. And just like, but I also just like, can we not platform people like that? Can we platform Sierra? Can we not platform some shape shifting loser? I
Yeah.
can't really. I've really done a full 180. As you know, I was here a couple of weeks saying like, let's support her mental health, whatever. She made a mistake. She's like, being traumatized by Kyle. She knows what she's doing. She knows what, like, if she had acted differently post this scandal, if she had all this had come out and she was disgusted and remorseful and very sorry, she's not issuing a statement and then hitting the NYU bars a week later. That's not what she's doing.
Is so funny to do content around it. Like, give it up to the content creators that are having fun with this. Like, funny. People were like having links for that scarf she was wearing around her head, being like, well, now, like, link in bio, like the world is dark and we need light.
We do. I love the content. It just really, everyone's doing the most. It's so, so good. But no, I'm so sad for the reunion. It's just loser on loser crime. It really is. Have you been following, like, what do you know about the Alex Earl and the Alex Cooper of it all? It's almost too kind of industry to understand.
So the problem is, like, I'm gonna butcher all of it, and all of it is just from like the problem is like I'm in every cross section of content.
Yeah.
So I get bits of it, but I've never locked in.
Yeah.
Because it was, you
Too
remember?
it's too like this contract, that contract, this agency, this whatever. Like,
But like at the center of it all is Dave Portnoy, which
yeah,
is I don't like the whole Barstool of it all or something. It just was like, I don't remember any of this, but I do remember at some point Alex Cooper and some other biddy had a podcast.
Yeah.
And there was something about like that biddy like decided to have her boyfriend help out with the negotiation or something because like they didn't think they were getting a good deal or something, and it like
Okay.
blew up or whatever. And Alex Cooper was the chosen baby, and because like the biddy was like basically cast away for deciding to stand up for herself and negotiate a deal.
I see. Okay.
All allegedly, because I'm making up probably some of these facts. But then Alex Cooper, I think, kind of like acquired Alex Earl a little bit.
Somehow. Yeah. But that's very typical, I think. There's some
Yeah, but like, what is the thing that underlies this all for me that I think is important for us is not like all the technical stuff, and not that like honestly, people aren't talking about enough that Dave Portnoy is at basically like center, like Mother Earth of most content that's happening in this world. He knows it all. He's just some dude on a beach that like loves a bit of gossip.
Yeah,
Like Barstool is like quite disgusting, but
yeah.
Dave Portnoy would be like a
But
fun.
we wanna be on Barstool.
Yeah, of course. But they need ladies, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
It's different voices, you
they need
know?
different voices. Dave must be the most fascinating fucking man on the planet. Like, I would have a full meal with him.
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't think I didn't think he'd be your cup of tea. I think he's
he's
a
no.
pretty MAGA, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
But okay,
Or I think that maybe he voted for Trump and now he's like, "Oh, no, actually." He's one of those.
for me, he just appears to be just like a bit of a man who loves a goss. Like,
Definitely.
he loves the tea of it all.
Yeah.
Like, the way that he's the whole reason that, like, when this whole Amanda West thing came out, he tweeted, like, "Yeah, I knew
But
about this already." Like, yeah, what? He's probably, like, a garbage person. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Oh, but at the base of this all
Yeah.
is that there were 2 women who were in the same industry wanting to do the same type of things, became friends,
Yeah.
like, we're for all intents and purposes, like, gals
Yeah.
together, and we don't know what happened. Like, friendship
Yeah.
breakups, like, men like, relationship breakups are like, whatever.
Yeah.
We know the tropes, we know the things, like, commitment and whatever, and, like,
Yeah.
if a man wants to, he will, and all the same kinda, like, bullshit tropes, sure. Women breakups are the most fascinating, like, thing
Mm.
because it is so complicated. It's so scarring.
Yeah.
And so what we don't know what happened. I think that's what I found most interesting. And it was like
And
they've all kind of like,
a boring, but you don't just think it's like a boring, like, she negotiated against me too hard, asked for too much money, like,
don't. I
yeah.
think there's something in the
Otherwise, I
place.
just think it's boring. I don't think anyone cares enough to be like, there was a non-compete and an unsolicited. It's just like it's a glorified legal story with two pretty blondes. Like people only care because they're two pretty blondes, but it's just a boring legal story, is it not? Like I'm yet to see any proper juice about like what actually happened.
I think that's why it's like there's a friendship breakup.
That's
It's like I like have you ever had a friendship breakup?
friendship breakup. No, I've never lost a good friend.
Okay. It is like it's trauma based. Like
Yeah,
if I was either of them and one of them felt you'll never get closure from it. You'll never see the other person's side.
yeah,
There's so much more depth to, like, the emotions and the complexity of, like,
yeah,
what went wrong in a communication breakdown, like, that I just, like, I don't think I would talk about it. I don't maybe it's just easy
yeah,
to boil it down to, like, yeah, the legal jargon, I don't know, we get
yeah.
together. I feel like someone is, like, deeply hurt by the other.
In
Or
a personal way, like, not in a professional way. It's yeah, okay. So, like, something has happened that's, one of the things that matter to us, our values, family, relationships. Yeah, like, they're the things that matter the most. So if someone infringes upon those things, that's is what trips up a relationship and a friendship, right? It's not
yeah,
petty stuff. Like, no one's gonna get the knickers in a twist about, like, the non-compete. No.
no. I think that and I have for no reason, I think,
Mhm.
I've taken Alex Earl's side.
Yes.
I don't know
I'm
why.
hearing that that seems to be the consensus as well.
And I think it's because she realized, with no facts to support this,
Yeah.
that Alex Cooper is just, like, not as good of a person as she thought she could rely on as a friend. She was like,
Oh.
"I was relying on you as a friend, and you were seeing me as a colleague, and you treated me as such, and you've betrayed me because of it."
Yeah. It could just be like gossip in their circle, like in a celebrity circle of just like, oh, like Alex Earl's in a polyamorous relationship. Just something private that I don't know. Again, like I know nothing about her, but just making up something and it just being something that she'd confided in her. That makes sense. That really does.
We'll see. We'll never know.
We'll be like, we're going to talk about it then. Now you have to come with the receipts.
I know, now it's just annoying. It's like, I almost didn't even wanna bring it up because I was just like, the battle of the Alexes. I just, like,
Yeah.
I don't care, but a female breakup is
Significant.
so significant.
What did you break up a friendship over? Like, what was the core value?
I think like she just wasn't a good enough friend.
Yeah.
And I never like expected otherwise of her. So when she like really breached like my trust and like
Yeah.
what it felt like a really close friend of mine should know about me,
Yeah.
and she didn't respond the way that I felt like a friend should respond, I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, this was now so many years ago,
Right.
but I constantly am like, I wonder the story that she tells in her head of why we don't speak anymore.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Everyone has their story, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it really is back on the note of like me. I met with this girl last week who works at the same company as us, but completely different division. And she was fascinating. She really told me her entire life story in 2 hours. Like the way that she told me she'd done IVF, the way that she was with men until she met her partner. And then she was like with a woman and she married this woman. And then her partner's sister died. And so they adopted her. This woman, she really bled out on me. She was
What?
phenomenal, amazing. You would love her. She was like so just Australian in every way, like so direct, so transparent, just like a breath of fresh air. But she's raised her partner's sister's kids as her own, like from since they were
God.
through to teenagers. She like lived in the US. She did college basketball at the University of Hawaii and a university outside of Charleston
Wow.
in South Carolina. She's lived so many lives, this woman. But she was saying to me basically, like, so she's got this teenager and she's like, it was just like so smart for someone who she just like had this incredible insight. And she was just like, what I say to my teenager is like, you're always going to be surrounded by people that want to do different things. They want to do drugs or they want to whatever, like not go to university or not study or not get a job. There's just like going to be 1,000 different variations of your people in your friendship circle doing different things. And the thing is just like, come back to like what your values are. Like, is what that person is doing consistent with your values? Just come back to your values. What are your values? What are the things that are important to you? And her teenager's like, well, it's important to me that I love exercising. She loves basketball, like her kid loves basketball. So it's just like, I like to feel good. I like to feel fit. Like I like to be ambitious and I'm striving to do X, Y, and Z. Like, hey, just go back to your values. Like that circle that you're surrounding yourself with, like, are they doing things that are consistent with your values? Yes.
Good one.
And that just like, that's always the checkpoint of like anything, because it's hard when you're growing up to like navigate all these like little tiffs and things about they feel like they're petty things. It's someone's party that you weren't invited to. You saw them post on Instagram. Why didn't I get invited to that party? Whatever. There's just like so many petty things. But if you go back to the core thing of like, is what they're doing consistent with your values? And if the answer is not yes, the answer is no. And you just have to just like add it to the dossier of things. Like all of these things this person is doing, and they consistent with my values. And therefore, maybe I decide that right now, the point of their life that, where they're up to, they may just not be a good fit for me right now. And they may never be a good fit for me. But I think like it's such an interesting way to kind of view friendships. And you probably just do it kind of without even thinking, is that consistent with my values? But if loyalty and trust is something so important to you, it's such an easy thing to be like, it's a no for me. Like, we're no longer friends. That's so important to me. Trust. I tell you something and you don't, if this is like the Alex Oil of it all, if someone was told something in confidence and they breached that confidence, then that person is no longer consistent with your values. So you don't need to have them in your life.
That's right. It's a good marker. Good for her.
Amazing. I just was so, and there was this other thing she said, which like really resonated with me. I feel like when you're parenting now, it's just like kids are they just want everything handed to them. They don't want to, everything's like stimulate me, give me activities, take me here, take me there, give me pocket money. It's very like, I don't want to work for anything. I just want to be able to pick up a book and read it. I don't want it to be hard. I want to get on a bike and I want to ride it. I don't want it to be hard. And she had this thing, which is probably like pretty Australian as well, but she just said, she says to her daughter, like, no one's coming for you. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, I say this to my daughter. I say, no one's coming. No one's coming for you. As in, no one's coming to get you out of the bed to take you to the gym. No one's coming for you to, whatever it is, like pick you up and take you to work. No one's coming. Like, no, like if you don't arrange a catch up with a friend, no one's coming. No one's coming for you. I was like, what a fascinating way to phrase it, but it's so right. Like when you think about it. Is it, do you think, or no?
know. I don't know that I'm backing it.
I like it.
Like it to an extent. First of all, how recently did you say this? Because this is like a trend on TikTok. Like she may have read something from TikTok where like everyone's like, there's this voiceover on TikTok where everyone's like, she's not coming for you. No one's coming for you. Like you have to energize yourself. Like this is things. And then it's like this like mesh of TikTok where it's someone's like, but have you met my best friend? Or like, have you met this person? Like they're coming for me. Like it's like a weird
Oh, that's so
trend.
weird.
But
So
it's
this is like brilliant original thought.
well, I think it's a good one. Like I think it's a good thing to like think about.
Yeah. What don't you think? But isn't that right? Like no one is, whenever I get in a funk about like that person hasn't texted me or something, I think no one's coming for me. I need to text them. And you can get into the pettiness of like, well, like I was the one that texted them last time or I did this. It's just, if you get in that spiral of it was me that did it last time, you're never going to do anything. You're never going to go anywhere. You're never going to go to the gym. You're never going to exercise. You're never going to get out of bed and go to work. It's just, you have to get it. You have to go out and get it. Like no one's coming, like no one's going, Abby and Catherine, you're brilliant. Get on a podcast. Here's $1 million. We got to start our own podcast. Like no one's being like, I'm not getting calls from Barstool, you know? It's like, so I start my own.
We've said some quote unquote defamatory things about Dave Portnoy.
I don't know. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ponder it. It's an interesting one.
But I think maybe it's not right in every single situation, but I think it's a good for parenting with kids who just think like, well, it's me. This is so hard. And I can't, get yourself out. Like, no, it's hard. Yeah. Like I took Margot out to fucking weed out the front the other day. This is hard. I'm like, yeah, it is. It is hard. It sucks. You get dirt on your nails. It's gross. Like, I haven't weeded in 25 years, but here I am. I'm weeding. And no one's paying me for it. I'm just doing it.
Living in like Tribeca to weeding in Australia is quite the crossover.
I'm out the front. I'm on my hands and knees. I've got like all these. It was a time. So no wonder she's like, I can't do this.
No, it's a good thing. I get that. It's a good one.
Want everything to be comfortable all the time. It's like nothing. I mean, it's like Jess Sims on Peloton. It's like nothing easy is good for you. Like nothing. Everything is like, it's disguised as discomfort. Everything good is disguised as discomfort. And that is such a fact. Like nothing I've done that's made, an impact or I've been looked back on. None of that has been easy. None of that have I been like, oh, no worries. I'll just do that. All of it has been like anxiety inducing, hard, like awkward. It's none of the good stuff is easy.
That's so true. It's cool. Beautiful.
I know. What else? Anything else?
It's from her. What's her name? We could just name her like
Bryony. Actually, I owe her something for work. I feel like she's like, they're not coming for you. So I owe her something. But yeah, she was good. One other thing. So I don't know if we're kind of at time, but did you want to chat about anything else?
I mean, I want to talk about Temptation Island.
I tried to find it. I can't find it here. I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper, I think, to try and find it. I'm gonna have to find like a video, like get some kind of VPN and like try and.
Yeah,
I tried to seek it out. So I watched like 3 episodes of At Home with the Furies instead.
We'll get it on the docket.
We'll put it on the docket. Should we put it on the docket for this week as well?
Yeah, we can put it on the docket.
I did just want to I wanted to talk a little bit about the Loves Culturist, a podcast with Lena Dunham.
Please.
I just love them. The way that brought me so much joy. So Lena Dunham has her memoir out. I think it's called Fame Sick. I can't listen to it yet because it's not yet on Audible, but I will be listening. I will not be reading because I need to be multitasking every single moment of the day. I cannot be doing one task at one time. It's like I'm doing this podcast, I'm also scrolling. But you have to know that whenever I'm in a space, I'm also doing something else at the same time. Anyway, so I listened to the pod. I love them. They're so funny. They're friends. A couple of things that I thought were really funny that I just I have been thinking about. Have you listened?
Not yet.
Okay. So she talks about how they kind of talk about how, I guess, what's the context of it? They're kind of talking about friendship fallouts, actually. Yeah. And they were saying, Lena was basically saying, yeah, I'm the person that when I'm relaying a story, if I've had a falling out or a fight with someone, she's like, I hate confrontation. I'm so conflict avoidant. Like I just avoid it at any cost. She's saying how when I'm like relaying a story to someone, I say stuff like, and then I said like, da 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 da, and then like I said this, and like then I said this, and she's saying, I didn't say any of those things. The person's like, "So did you say it?" She's like, no, I said something like, but I didn't actually say that. But in my mind, and then Matt is like, yeah, in your mind, you're like a Kate Blanchett performer in the fight. Like you're amazing. You're just like, everything's so eloquent and everything's on the tip of your tongue. You're amazing in this fight. And you just like come off winning and looking amazing. This is so funny, the way that, and it kind of reminded me, I don't want you to get offended, but sometimes of you when you're like, I met with this person, I yelled at them at work. I met with whoever it is that's like not followed our policy and our procedures in our team. And I was yelling at them and I told them this and I told them that. I was just like, this is happening. Like, she's not yelling at them. She's not yelling. But she's relaying the story in her mind. Like, she's a Kate Blanchett. In that debate, she's Kate Blanchett.
But you know what the thing that what they're not saying about Kate Blanchett, and you and I are a perfect example of this, because there are two types of people in this world. There are people that can show up to a conversation and actually yell at somebody in their face and actually come in and fight and get to a point. And then there are people in this world that are the Kate Blanchetts in their head.
Yes.
Because they're coming in for a fight. They've rehearsed it in their head. They know what they're going to say. They know they're going to yell. And then they're like, I'm really upset about this. Or like, they really toned it down. And then you've walked away. You as the yeller have walked away and you're like, job done. Like, hands clean. And me as the Kate Blanchett is I'm having scripts and scripts and scripts in my head for the next 24 hours of like, and you know what I should have said? And do you know what? And do you know what else? And craving that moment back so that I can
dream about it. You literally have dreams when you're arguing that point in your head over and over.
Yep. Constantly. I have speeches going. I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, and I walk away from my dreams being satisfied because I'm like, and I've said it. But no one's heard it. They've heard me lovely be like, I'm really upset that you didn't follow this policy. Like, I'm feeling really upset. And if only Catherine comes in, she'll really give it to you.
Yeah. It was so cute. I was like, oh my God, that's Abby. She's yelling at people, but she's just saying something lovely and she's being stern. And she's being lovely.
But those people though, like me and Lena and like Matt Rogers, it's like we're winning we're coming in for battle. We may not win the battle, but we're winning the war in our dreams.
Oh, 1,000%.
We are. Sitting on point after point after point. I have still in my head to date. We had a meeting on Thursday all day long where people were coming at our throats and being annoying. And I have not stopped thinking about like retorts I should have said in the moment, things I should have said in the moment.
Litigating it over and over, consciously and subconsciously when you're sleeping. Oh my God. No, that was just so funny. I was like, oh, we're all Kate Blanchett in our head. And it was just so fabulous. And then one other thing that was very funny was her, I don't think so, honey. It's the best I don't think so, honey. I almost don't want to spoil it because you just have to listen. It's the best I don't think so, honey, I think I've ever heard. It was so funny. So
okay, I'll listen.
Plug go back and listen. Yeah.
And plug for them, like they're a friend of a pod. They don't know us, but they will. It's going to be so funny one day when we're all out to drinks and
we're going to be in the village having like kicking up with Lena and Matt and Bowen. And I just like manifest that every day. They're just so fab. Like and you know that their circle of celebrity is so small. Like they're so discerning. Like they don't like everyone. They have a small circle of people that they rate highly and everyone else sucks. And they go on their pod and they pretend to be friends with everyone, but really they have a very small WhatsApp group of people they actually like, and we're in that group.
Get ready.
Yeah. What's your ick of them? Oh, wait, we haven't done icks. We have to do icks. We have to close on icks. That's what the readers have been waiting for. Okay.
Yeah, you go first. Mine's like good, but it's not great.
I don't think mine's great, but I'll do mine. Okay. My ick of the week is fake resignations.
What does that mean?
People this is just so, when you're in corporate America, which I still kind of consider myself, I'm in corporate America, everyone is fired. Like there is 1% of people are not fired. 99% is fired. But everyone is leaving to focus on their family. Everyone. I'm focusing on my family. Yeah, I'm just stepping away, on my own terms. I haven't had enough time to focus on my family. Just want to explore some of my passions. I want to vibe code. I just want to explore, just like do some leadership training and just, meet with some other leaders in my industry. Yeah, I'm just stepping away voluntarily. I told my boss, they were devastated, said, just like whatever you need. Like, how long do you want to stay? Like, we're so appreciative of you. Like, we'd love you to stay and help us transition into the new person. But thank you so much for your. That's a lie. Okay. This is okay. We don't talk about this enough. That is a lie. 99% of people in corporate America are not leaving on their own terms. They are fired. And they
And you're
are fired or they're told you need to leave on your own terms or you will be fired. Okay? Facts.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And none of those people are the ones actually like doing good work and producing any
Of
revenue.
course
So
not.
just by happenstance, we're focusing on our family.
So beautiful. So that's my ick of the week. It's just so bad. They get so personal.
I have two, but I can't decide which is better.
Let's do
Let's
both.
okay. Here's my I feel like you'll agree with this one.
Yeah.
My ick of the week is, and it does like tailor into the Amanda and West of it all. My ick of the week is like adults who are still like smoking weed.
Uh,
There's a whole weed culture. There's a whole thing of just like, and I
yeah.
was young. I in my teens, I did drugs, whatever. I did like. There's
Yeah.
no judgment on people who are just like
Uh,
you've done things in your past, but like you have a full time job. If you are an adult in this world,
yeah.
what are you still doing smoking weed?
And
Like, what are
talking
you
about it.
doing?
Like, if you're degenerate and you need it to survive is one thing. But like, don't air it out. It's very embarrassing. Like, if you need that to do that every night to get to sleep or to whatever, and then you're like parlaying that into a partnership promotion, loser on loser crime. Like, that is so lame.
Ick. Just
Yeah.
like the way that like when I was in college, I used to be hyper aware of 420 as like a thing. Like it really was like people would like smoke on campus and it'd be a whole thing that whatever. And the way that 420 in your adulthood should come and go and not be like a marker of an event.
What's 420?
It's like a weed. It's like weed day. It's like celebration of marijuana day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so that's where that whole Jimmy John's or whatever that campaign was that Amanda just
Yeah.
did around like weed was for like some 420 discount. I just am like such an what would
Yeah.
any adult, not man, not woman, any adult
Ick.
stop smoking weed like it's a lifestyle choice. Grow up,
An entire personality.
5-year-old. So dumb.
It really is. It's an entire personality for these people.
Such an ick.
It's not a hobby. It's not an interest. It just, yeah, 100%. You know that I feel that. That's a real week for me. I do not. I just take
It's just like
SSRI. Like, just get on a prescribed pharmaceutical. What do you, I don't know, very odd. Oh,
Yeah.
420, never heard of it. Didn't hit my algo.
Fascinating.
What's your other one?
Okay, this is just like a baby one. And I don't know if you're not being in like the dating world, you're out and about in this, but
Yeah.
like there's a population of grown adult men who very consistently reference Harry Potter. Like it's the only pop culture that they've ever experienced.
But the movies, not the books, right?
Movies, of course. They're constantly like, what I don't need is a 35-year-old still talking about Harry Potter. What? Why are we talking?
Have you noticed they do that on Love Island a bit? It's
Yeah.
just like, it's this kind of like nerdy thing, like, oh, you're a nerd too. I like Harry Potter. It's
Ick. I'm
ick.
so sick of it. I know that like the boys don't necessarily have the ladies, but
Yeah.
like find other content.
100%.
No, like
Ugh,
grown men is still talking about Draco Malfoy, and it's enough.
such an ick. That is such a. Do people put that on their dating profile?
Yes,
Or like a Harry Potter quote?
yes.
Oh.
Looking for
Why
my
can't you,
Hermione or like some.
why can't you overlay some sort of AI that just weeds all this out? Like, you need to overlay like an AI of your ick filter. You need an ick filter, and it just is like it's a wrapper over the dating app, and it just weeds out like it's martial arts, it's like a hat backwards, like it's just a list. It's like a fish in the profile pic. It's like and then your AI will just be like, "There's no one." It'll just be like, "Sorry, Abby,
like
there's no one left."
There's no one left. First of all, that's an ingenious idea.
It is, isn't it?
Hinge, Bumble, listen up. Like, new product feature. Put
Yeah.
in your icks and we'll filter them out for you is absolutely
You're
genius.
welcome. You're
It's
welcome.
against their business model because they want you to stay on the app.
Yeah, I know. They don't
But
want but it's a plugin. It's like it's an AI plugin. They don't have a
that's
choice. You're just plugging it in.
genius.
Thank you.
Genius business idea.
It's like the way that people screen applicants for jobs. I mean, I know you're not supposed to make recruitment decisions with AI, but I mean, as if they're not. As if people aren't.
I worry that you don't understand the impact of the idea that you just had. That
Okay, do we
is
need to quit the pod and start that?
literal. I mean, we can side
Yeah,
hustles. We
yeah.
can side hustle our side hustle.
We can build it for us. We need someone to build it.
We know some people.
We know some people. Great. I don't know anyone.
I'll float it. I'll float it to some.
You know some people. Okay. That sounds good. Let's do it. All right, everyone. Well, it's so good to be back. We really missed you. It's just been a long, really, really treacherous week. And I feel good for this. I feel just like buoyed in the world. Like there's light, the sun is shining, the birds are tweeting. Mention It All is back on the airwaves, not going anywhere. We're coming for you, Barstool. So we'll catch you in a week, right?
See
Bye,
you
everyone.
soon. Bye.